Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And on today's episode, because I haven't done a huge bottle for you guys in a little while, I've decided to do another big boy for you. And we're also going back to the Knights Cider Company to try out another of their ciders. So, today's cider is Knights Malvern Oak Dry Reserve Cider. Now, as you know, a few reviews back I did the Knights, I think it was the Special Reserve Cider, which came in 660ml bottles, I think, or was it 500? One of those two, and that was very pleasantly tasting. And I got this one the same time from purespiritdrinks.co.uk, and they also do a Malvern Gold Cider, which I'll be trying at some point too. But it's all about Malvern Oak today, so without further ado, let me give you some details on this Malvern Oak Dry Reserve Cider. Knights Malvern Oak comes in 750ml bottles, which is the only way you can get it too. The alcohol percentage is 6%, so slightly above average strength as well. And on the front there it says it's a dry reserve cider, and the price is actually quite pleasing. I only got this bottle for £2.49 off purespiritdrinks.co.uk, so I haven't seen it for any cheaper, so go there if you want to get a bottle of this cider. So there we go. Now as with most other bottles that I've seen of the 750ml variety, they like to go for the whole black background with a lot of writing on them, which to be honest I don't blame them, because if you're going to advertise your cider and give a big description on it, because you've got a bigger bottle design to work with, you might as well give your full description for it. And to be honest, the Knights one does it pretty well. I feel this looks very sophisticated, especially with the old Knights logo there. I do like their logo. I have no idea why, I just think it looks like a really cool design. But anyway, fruits from the hills. I think that's Knight's catchphrase. I think he had it on the Special Reserve cider as well. And this is bottle number 3,087,280, or 3087280. That's pretty cool. It's got its own bottle number, so I might just keep this in my little collection. But anyway, yes, obviously it's from the Crompton Oaks farm, so actually my faith is restored with the Crompton Oaks name after their own named cider that I had. But anyway, a traditionally fermented real cider. There you go, it's in gold lettering as well, real cider right on the front there, using our own and locally grown apples picked from orchards set within the spectacular countryside in the lee of the Malvern Hills. But there's more on the back. Oh, and apparently this is an award-winning cider. It doesn't have the awards on it, but it just says it's an award-winning cider, so I'll go with it. Malvern Oak Dry Cider is a refreshing, crisp cider made from a variety of apples, including Yarlington Mill, which as you know I like from the Gwatkin cider I had, Harry Masters Jersey, which I've never heard of, Davenant, and Kingston Black, which I've always wanted to try. Like its sister product Malvern Gold, which I've yet to try, it is made without, in gold lettering, the use of apple concentrate or any artificial flavours, colours or sweeteners. Malvern Oak is the result of blending fresh bittersweet apples when the cider maker still has the last say. That is a pretty cool description actually. I'm really looking forward to trying this one now. Consumed within 3 days of opening, contains sulfites. Nothing out of the ordinary there. So, all that bump out of the way, I'm probably going to actually, well no, I don't know. It's got a screw cap on it, so I'm hoping it's going to be easy to actually get into this thing. Which it is. There we go. Bear with me guys, so might take a little while to get this thing open. No, I think, yeah, I've got it. There we go. There we are. Top's off. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be sparkling or not, and actually that's kind of answered my question for me. I can see the sparkling already, so let's get a whiff in the bowl. Whoa, really, really strong, as I say, really strong bitter notes coming off of it. Although there is a slight sweetness to it too, just underlying there. Yeah, it's got a really dry, crisp aroma that's at the forefront of this one. But I can smell the Yarlington Mill apple because I've had the single variety cider, I kind of know what that smells like. You got that slight caramelly sort of aroma, just like a slight hint of it at the back there. So that'll be the Yarlington Mill. I don't know whether I'm going to be drinking all of this tonight, although I probably will. But anyway, let's go and pour this in the glass now. Glug, glug, glug. Now, I am actually really looking forward to trying this one. This sounds like a really decent cider. So I'm hoping the taste really does match the description here. And if I do like it, I've got 2 pints of cider to go through here as well. Right, there we go. That is what it looks like. Very dark coloured cider, I'd say. Very lightly sparkling. Not many bubbles coming off of it, not a lot of carbonation, but overall clear, crisp, and like I say, very nicely coloured cider there. So let's get a whiff in the glass. And the slight sweetness comes through, and I can really smell those Yarlington Mill apples now. But you've got that real dryness that's at the forefront of this. That smells divine. So, without further ado, I'm going to go in for the taste test. So, cheers guys, here's to Malvern Oak. Oh yeah, that's good. Wow, that's got a lot of flavours coming off of it. Blimey. The initial taste was pretty bitter. It's extremely dry all throughout, but there was that slight sweetness right at the end that hits you and just kind of tries to catch up with the dryness as has got in from the initial taste. That was really good. I'm going to go in for a second go. Wow. There's that slight caramel hint as well from the Yarlington Mill apple there. Really kind of almost like a tangy aftertaste to it too. That's probably going to be either the sorry, I'm going to have a look at the apple names again. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that's the Kingston Black, but I'm not really sure. If I remember correctly, ages ago, I know Thatcher's used to do a Dabinet single variety cider, and I remember that being very like very bitter sort of taste. So that's probably what the bitterness is coming off of this. But yeah, like I say, you've got that really sweet caramel from the Yarlington Mill. You've got the slight tanginess, which I'm going to hazard a guess is the Kingston Black, and I'm going to try and see if there's any other taste so I can pick out this Harry Masters jersey. I'll definitely say this now, you definitely cannot taste any artificialness in this. Is that even a word, artificialness? But you can definitely tell there's nothing artificial in this cider. You're getting 100% real cider with this thing. Just so many flavours coming off of this cider. It's absolutely beautiful. Very light as well. Very light in texture, so that means it's very easily drinkable, even if it's at 6%. Which is kind of a worry if you're getting it in 750ml bottles. Although, to be honest, the way that this is designed and everything, I would say this is more of a table cider rather than a session drinking cider. You're more likely to have this at the dinner table than you are on a pub table or something. So just bear that in mind if you are going to get this cider. Don't just buy it for the sake of trying it like I am here. Although I might just sit down and watch a movie with this. You never know. Gonna get another taste for you guys. The flavours just meld together so well in this cider too. And because there's nothing artificial in this cider, even though it is slightly sparkling, you don't feel like you're just going to be, well, belching up a storm every 5 minutes or so. This is one of those that you can just sit back and enjoy to your heart's content without any worries, to be honest. And overall, I think this is a really well made cider from the Knights Company. So I'm really impressed with those guys. I mean, the Special Reserve cider was very nice, and this one has turned up trumps as well. So it looks like I'm going to have to get the Malvern Gold at some point as well. But for now, it's going to be Malvern Oak all the way. Anyway, I'm going to get a final taste before the final verdict. What I will say is there's no oakiness to it, so it's not been matured in oak vat. So that's kind of misleading with the title Malvern Oak. When you hear that, you think, oh, it's probably going to have oak characteristics to it or anything. But yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of missing from this cider, is because it has oak in the title, you expect oak characteristics. But there isn't much of that here at all. But aside from that, this is an expertly crafted cider, and one that I am going to highly recommend to you guys to try out. This is really something special here, and one that you can enjoy with your friends, or your spouse, or whatever, you know, you make your mind up what you want, or just enjoy it by yourself like I'm doing. So, on to the rating. Well, like I say, for £2.49 for this size bottle, that's bloody good value, especially with a cider of this quality too. So, with that, and the way that the cider tastes, I'm easily giving Malvern Oak Dry Reserve Cider a 9 out of 10. Like I said, you can get this off purespiritdrinks.co.uk for that price, and I do highly recommend it. And try out their special reserve cider too, because that's another top-notch cider. I definitely will be trying the Malvern Gold at some point for you guys, probably in the next mixed case that I'm going to get. But until then, I highly recommend going out and buying a bottle of this Malvern Oak, because you will not be disappointed. Just so many flavours coming off of this, and it's just so easy to enjoy as well, which I'm definitely going to be doing. Oh, well, that was another episode of The Cider Drinker for you guys. I hope you liked it, because I certainly have. And until next time, you know the drill. I'm going to be back with another delicious and tasty cider for you guys. But until then, I've got me 750 mils of gorgeous Malvern Oak Dry Reserve cider to get through. So, until next time guys, I think I'm actually going to go and pop a movie on. Take care guys, until next time.